Alright, so it's about 10 minutes or 9 minutes to midnight 2024. 9 minutes till 2024. And as we can hear, fireworks are going off in the background. Of course, it's officially here in the Woodlands, fireworks are banned, but that doesn't mean anything because let's never follow rules. I'm celebrating alone, of course, but listening to the fireworks, and I also set a little campfire here, throwing in some old receipts and whatnot. That's kind of fun. But I also wanted to review the monthly walks I've had, or the monthly walk, because I've been doing this for a while where I say, all right, I'll do some walks. And yesterday I did the hiking video where I said I did over 40,000 steps. Well, total is 41,222 plus, about 1,000 that wasn't recorded because the phone went out of battery, or ran out of battery. But let's look at what I did for the whole month, shall we? So for the last 31 days, 1,500. Well, let's see here. That's the official here. Because this one is saying 14,986. This one is going off 31 days or whatever. What is it doing here? Hold on. Oh boy. This 14, okay. It's about almost 15,000 steps, which is pretty good. I said, hey, I'm going to go out hiking more, in the Lone Star Trail. That's exactly what I ended up doing. And that's basically it. I did the video, so there's not much to say. I've done now 11 days of little half-day afternoon hikes, and sometimes that can add up, 41,000 steps. My knees were actually really terrible today. I couldn't really walk up and down the stairs too much. Oh boy. It was like I had to waddle up the stairs and up and down the stairs and everything, and it was just pretty awful. So that was good. That was a good walk. My hips kind of hurt, heels kind of hurt, but it's really the knees, because they were not hurting yesterday. So that's basically it. So basically December was pretty good. Let's say 15,000, 7 miles a day. Pretty good. Let's see for the whole year, since it is not just the end of the month, but end of the year. We did in the last 12 months almost 14,000 steps a day. We did the nice August, March, where we did 20,000 steps a day. We did pretty good. 15.3 was July. Last October we had 16,000. We were probably hiking out there too in Lone Star Trail. But in January, 15.2, 14.14. I mean, we basically, July and last January were a little bit better. This is great. 15,000 steps. That is fantastic. Oh boy, this is getting very burny here. Look at that. It's a very nice campfire. And so that's basically it. And again, I started doing these longer hikes when I just got tired of not doing much. Right? Like last December of 2021, I did only 10,000. It was, and then in March I went out to the Lone Star Trail for the first time, I believe, and I did a lot of hiking there. But only 12,000, that's not that much compared to what we're doing now. And I remember it was in October, September of 2022. Basically over a year ago, that I remember that over here, if you scroll down, oh boy, how come it's not here? Oh, that's strange. Go here. Here we go, compare my steps. And I remember seeing it was like top 40% or whatever. It was like, really? There were some days where I did like 6,000 steps, and it's like, really? Now it's like top 3%. Look at that, 14,000, 15,000 steps. That gets you in the top 3%. That's pretty good. I like being in the top few percent. That's basically, I saw this stupid number right there, and I was like, oh, that's not good. And you don't have to, 30 minutes a day, an extra 30 minutes, A day is, again, 30 minutes is about 3,000 steps. An extra hour is 6,000 steps. You go hiking whenever you can, hey, that raises the total. So that has actually been the big change throughout the year, although it started in 2022, October, but that I consistently did over 10,000 steps on average per day in each month, is if we look back here. That has been even like a little over 10,000, but everything else is greater. Like November was the slacker month. It was a little too cold, a little too wet, and but that's basically it. If we look at here, 12 months, it says targets achieved 365 out of 365. I thought I was gonna have a hard time achieving it today because my knees were out from hiking so many steps yesterday, but hiking or walking on a straight surface is perfectly fine. It's not that bad. But over 5 million steps, that's pretty good. So I like this, not even just over 10,000 a day, but, well over 10,000, almost 14,000 per day on average. Like today, again, I did 6,000, 7,000 or whatever it was, almost 8,000, but then it's 400. So that has been, I think, the one big change in 2023, that consistently throughout the year, on average, I did 14,000 steps almost. I guess that's it. I kind of want to do a New Year's resolution one. I don't know. It's kind of cliche, isn't it? But I kind of want to keep talking. We still have 2 minutes till midnight. I don't know. It's the same old, same old. I mean, in terms of, meaning and belonging and all that more existential stuff, and what's the point of my fucking life? I mean, that unfortunately has not changed. It's been Groundhog's Day on that for years, decades perhaps, but we've been mopey about that for years and decades and stuff. So yeah, that unfortunately hasn't changed, and no change in sight on that one, so that's never good. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of being stuck, that there's nowhere to be. And again, the leaf blowers and you don't know your neighbors, and it's awful. And yeah, it's just, where do you go? What's an address? Yeah. So I don't know if that's probably going to change in 2024, for that matter, ever. But maybe there's some hope for that, but probably not. Yeah, so with that depressing note, we can begin another depressing year. So, let's see the clock here so we can officially see. Where is alarm? Is there enough? God damn it, people. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, it's midnight, so there we go. Where is a world clock? No. Oh, okay. It was covered. Well, there we go. So that's a new year, and hooray, I guess. And yeah, that's inappropriate. Yeah, let's begin the new year with more noise. That is. Here in the woodlands, fireworks are illegal, but nothing matters, it doesn't matter. And although this year I'm surprised that there aren't, firecrackers that are, just like blasting up here. I remember a couple of years ago, I did a dopey video about, what was it? I think it was the parents and, toxic parents and stuff. I think I read the letter I wrote to my parents before I wanted to abandon them in 2006. I never sent it. And you could hear cats meowing because the firecrackers were so close. I'm going to have to find that video, because that was another midnight video on New Year's, and there were cats meowing, and you could hear it on the recording. Holy shit. There's some down here. So, yeah, that's kind of it. I don't know what to say. It's the usual dopey, depressing stuff. So, and yeah, it's just kind of, you know, I've kind of realized. I mean, this is I've did a video on the Danube incident where I remember it was at night on the actual Danube River, you know, and this was when I was, what, 16, almost 17. I think this is 2000, probably 2002, was it 2002 or 2001? Summer of 2002, I want to say. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I realized that, you know, I just don't belong to anything. I'm just miserably alone and can't talk to anyone about anything. I mean, back in those days, I was a little more, you know, talking to people, but just couldn't talk about those things with anybody. And this sort of alienation began then, I suppose. I did a video on that, maybe we can revisit that, but that was summer of 2002. So now we're coming up on the, 22nd anniversary of that realization that I just don't really fit in anywhere, huh? Well, wonderful. Is someone hitting pots out here? Although someone is hitting pots out here, like those people with the what do you call it, those COVID thing, you know, they're hitting pots in honor of nurses and doctors or something. What the hell is this? Anyways, there we go. Well, yeah, speaking of the Danube, yeah, I have international time Budapest here. It's 7:03 there. But yeah, that's basically it. It's just, it's been oh, Jesus fucking Christ. So I said that, you know, that there weren't any close fireworks. So I think somebody was setting up here to launch a fireworks here. Yeah. That was the clanking. Jesus Christ. Let's investigate. So, which one of my idiot neighbors? Oh, I see it right here. Let's flip the camera if we can. Let's see here. That's pretty disappointing. Let's see what's happening. Well, looks like they did 3 firecrackers and it's done. So I guess that's it. I mean, I don't know. We could. Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, yeah, you can't really see it behind the trees here, but oh, that's pretty cool, I guess. So yeah, that's what it is. So I don't know. It's just this being stuck of I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. You know, like I don't know. All this. Oh, the running. We forgot to mention that. Hold on. Let's work the running. So because of the 40,000 steps, I don't know when I'm going to be running next, but let's go back here. That's another thing I wanted to. There are workouts this week, exercises, running this week. So I didn't run, yes, December 17th was actually the last time I ran 2 weeks ago. I did want to run every week every 2 weeks depending on things, right? But because of the massive hiking I could. Now, 608 is actually, if you look at, it comes up with different numbers, you know. 606 was the pace, so there's a little difference there, but I've been running a mile. You know, I kind of mentioned that before. The 725 was in the forest. There were lots of twists and turns. That was in February. I actually got a little bit disappointed with it. I'm like, 725, but it wasn't a straight path, so it doesn't count. 624, 616, 608, 606, whatever. You know, great. Let's do 6 mile runs. You know, I'm like back in high school, right? So that's pretty good, but okay, like that counts for nothing, right? I'm in shape. Okay, that's good. And then what, right? Where did I cash this in, right? But yeah. So I don't know what to say. I mean, it's the same old crap as usual, but yeah, I guess that's it. I mean, it's been what, almost 20 minutes now. 16. Let's keep it nice and short. 16. If I have anything else to say, you know, I'll do that. But yeah, that's it. Just kind of mopey and depressing as usual. But yeah, that's what it is.